going to give all praise, honor, glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, McAkwadash, the waters, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, and the sincere shalom to the doctrine that's out there pushing the sincerity and the truth and the sound doctrine. All right. This is a real quick video. First off, this is a video put up by GMS Austere Man. It says the Israelites as unknown yet well known. And, you know, we're like, it's crazy in the spirit that we was talking about that yesterday at camp, you know, that we're the most known unknown, as you know, the 3-6 Mafia said, you know, the most known unknown and shit. You know, it's weird, but it's like, as far as it's weird to, you know, kind of explain that, but you know what we mean. You know, we're unknown, but we're the most known. It's kind of crazy, you know, how that's working. All right, the Israelites is unknown and yet still well known. Now, this video, he was talking about, you know, how in school they just say, hey, you was just butt naked in Africa and shit like that. When, you know, he was like, man, you know, it's something when you wake up to the fact that, hey, man, like prime example, he was talking about King David. He said, hey, man, King David looked like me and shit, you know. It's crazy, you know. He said that gave him confidence, more confidence to hold his head up higher, and make better decisions. Because what the problem out here is, in school, you know, they just teach you you don't have any history, like they were saying, you don't have any history prior to slavery, right? They never ever teach you your history before the 1600s, right? They never teach you the history before the 1600s. They never teach you, like, we had a guy come up yesterday and said, well, what's the conclusion to this all? The thing is, man, and we had a couple people ask us that. The thing is, in order for you to learn about the conclusion, you have to learn about the start. You can't be talking about the conclusion if you don't know your history prior to 1619, all right, or 1618, right? You cannot talk about, because you have to realize, you have to know where this hatred against the so-called Black, Latino, Native American came from, where this self-hatred came from. You have to learn all that stuff. Right, there was another video that the elder had sent out in our group chat. All right, he sent out Kyrie Irving. All right, going in on, you know, I guess people got offended about a post, and these damn Edomites kept trying to tell him, you know, kept pressuring him and shit. It's a problem when we say something about it, but they can push out, yeah, all nations have to come to us and be our slaves and stuff. Like, they actually believe that, man. You know, they actually believe in some really sick shit. I'm talking about the small-headed cheap suits over there, man. Right? They actually believe that shit, man, that all nations are going to have to flow into them. And then you got coon-ass niggas sit up there, you know, you must flow, yeah, we must flow unto you, we must flow unto you. They're allowed to say shit like that, man. Right? But then when we start rising up and learning our heritage, if it's a problem, you know, and most of the black people don't even give a shit, why is that even a problem? Right? If most so-called black people don't even care, why is that such a problem? Because that is threatening them, man. If we only getting 50 views a video, right, and they flag you for some anti-Semitic, which it should they can't even say it right. It's Shemitic. All right. You get 50 views a video, and you say something so-called anti, let's use that word, Semitic. They flag you for it. For what? I'm not getting views like Geno Jennings and none of them idiots. I ain't getting no views like that. But you take my whole channel down. You take my video down, right? You put me on timeout because you've been a bad boy. So you got to go on timeout. This devil has to go, man. So here's the thing, man, and I'm going to get a scripture on this. And when I scroll down here, it's so many things happening now with Kanye, with these guys, with Irving and all them, man. Signs of hate speech. This is again GMS Austere Man again. Uh, Signs of hate speech spotted around Jacksonville. Local leaders are condemning these actions, and I bet you they're anti-Semitic. All right. City councilman criticizes former Tory Smith, all right, over clearly anti-Semitic comments. Michigan's Donovan Edwards calls retweet of anti-Semitic video a glitch. Here's the thing, man. You devils are the main. Look at this. Anti-Semitic speech is getting louder, and I might even get flagged for even saying anti-Semitic. All right. Is getting louder. Hate crimes are rising. My thing is, you devils, y'all the ones that created freedom of speech. Y'all the ones that pushed that out. You had a freedom to say what you want to say. Why is there such thing as anti-Semitic? Why is there even a such thing as that? Why is there such thing as hate speech? Should no speech be hate? If we're all allowed to say what the hell we want to say, why does that even matter? Right? Why does that even matter? You know what I'm saying? Like, you see what do you see what I'm saying? Like, if all speech was you know, what's it called, allowed, or whatever you want to use, and welcome, you should be allowed to say what you want to say without being flagged, without being called anti-Semitic, without being called, and they're doing this like we're not Shemitic. Edomites are Shemitic, they are, but they're just not. And they're Hebrews, all right. They're Hebrew Edomites. They're just not Israelites. They're not chosen, right? But they are Hebrew Edomites. They're not the Hebrew Israelites. The Lord's chosen, which still two different people. This is why they always use that ish at the end of that word. Right? Like when you say something is bluish, it means it's not quite blue. Right? This is why they call themselves Israeli and not Israelite. Right? This is why they say Semitic and not Shemitic. They always do this dumb shit, man. But again, the reason I'm doing this video, and I know it went on a little much with the talking, but the reason I'm doing this video is I'm going to get it because Israel's silence is get ready to be broken. All right. And as usual, you can hear the black woman's mouth. See, this is how you know that we're the Israelites, man. This is how you know that we're the Israelites. Anyway, let's get Baruch chapter 2. All right, because this is prophecy, man, and there's nothing you devils can do about it. And they're really about to. It's about to really get bad for us, man. And I would say bad and good at the same time. I mean, what I mean by bad is it's get ready to start escalating on us, man. These devils really get ready to start making moves on us. And then right along with these devils making moves on us and pushing their media out there, our people are going to come with that. Our people are going to come with that, right? Hating us and stuff like that, as if self-hatred wasn't already a thing. You're really going to start seeing it with us, man. All right, because our people are the only ones that sit up there and say we're supposed to love everybody, we're supposed to do this, and we're supposed to do that. Them devils over there ain't saying, no small-headed cheap suits over there ain't saying that shit. The Edomite will come up to you right now, and I've seen that, man. Christians out there talking shit or preaching or doing whatever the hell they doing, trying to do what we do with the signs and everything, and the Edomite was yelling at him and shit, and the Jake said, I love you, but I love you, man. I love you. And the Edomite said, well, I don't love you. I might try to find that video, man, and just show how stiff-necked and how stupid our people are, man. All right. But anyway, this is a prophecy that the Lord said was going to happen, man. All right. Let's get Baruch chapter 2, verse 30. All right. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. All right. But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves. All right. What does it mean by remembering themselves in the land of their captivities? Right now, we're in the land of our captivities. What exactly does it mean by remembering ourselves, remembering who we are, remembering our DNA, right? As far as Israelites, we're the chosen seed of the Most High, man. And these devils will really get ready to start getting mad, man. All right, this is why all these celebrities, a lot of celebrities really shouldn't even say anything, man, because they know you're gonna get fucked up, right? But at the same time, the Lord could be using that certain celebrity to be reaching, right, somebody else that looks at that and it's like, okay, there is way too much happening now. I'm seeing this a bit much. It's time for me to look into it a little more, right? And that person that thought about that could very well be the elect. All right. Remember, the elect is going to come from all different walks of life, right? So it said in the land of their captivities, they're going to start remembering themselves, man. That's celebrities. That's regular Jake on it, That's they're going to start remembering themselves, and that's the biggest threat. That's what Esau doesn't like. Edom created the internet, all right, to try to dumb us down. But little did they know that it was, the Lord got Esau in the trick bag too, man. Right? First off, they talking to Satan. Satan knows the deal. Satan already knows what Lord YAHAWASHI is getting ready to do, man. Right? Because Satan goes to YAHAWASHI. He receives orders from YAHAWASHI to do the things he's doing around the world. A lot of people say, yeah, it's just Satan, it's just Satan. Yeah, it is, but through who? Through the Lord, YAHAWASHI. And from YAHAWASHI, or from Yahweh to YAHAWASHI to Satan, man. Right? So Satan really is in complete order. What it seems like to be, he's, sowing disorder around the world, he's in complete order. Those demons and everything, they're in complete order. Right? So he created the internet, all right, to try to dumb us down, which it did, because you got TikTok, Instagram, and all this other bullshit that's designed to dumb us down. And it is working. At the same time, they didn't know that the internet was going to be used, and social media was going to be used to wake up a lot of people. Now you get this stuff happening all over the internet. You get Google posts, news posts, and stuff like that happening all around, man. And they can't stop it. They cannot stop it. Even on TikTok, you have some truth to that shit, man. On TikTok, right? I've seen some things on TikToks when it was uploaded to YouTube, and it was like these short clips where they be making complete sense. They didn't know, man. They thought TikTok was just going to straight dumb us down, but you didn't know that people get on TikTok for other reasons too. Just start educating. The Lord got you devils in the trick bag, man, and there's nothing you can do about it. This is why you're getting upset. Anti-Semitic. You devils are just fucking pissed off, man. And I really do expect this video to be flagged, because you devils are pissed off. That's fine with me, man. Flag it, because that's up to the Lord, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, whether it gets flagged or not. I've said some things and titled some videos in the past, all right, on this same channel that's never been flagged, because you devils are not in control, man. It's the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI who is in control of everything, who puts the spirit on you to do these certain things, man. Right? It says, and shall know, I'm on verse 31 now. It says, and shall know that I am the Lord, right? Because they want to remember themselves, and they want to know that he is the Lord. All right? Part of remembering ourselves is what we're doing right now. We're in the land of our captivities, and we're calling on the true name, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, always constantly praying to that name, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, behaving ourselves as men of the Lord, conducting ourselves as men of the Lord. All right, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, whether it be out there at camp, we constantly praise the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, remembering ourselves, make it like the guy said on that video. He had a good point. Making better decisions, because when you come into this thing, you start remembering yourself. You remembering who you are, who your ancestors are, as far as according to the Bible, all right, and the kings and who we were royalty and stuff like that. Now you can come out of the ways of this heathenistic society and come back to the best of your ability to who you were, because we're in the land of our captivity and we've been in this hell for so goddamn long. There's no way we're going to come back 100% to who we are. We still carry heathenistic ways even in this truth, no doubt, right? Because we need healing. We're not healed yet. We're healed we're healed as much as we can be healed when you come into this thing, all right? But as far as being completely healed, think about it. I mean, the English language is a prime example. We're not supposed to be speaking English, but here we are spewing out English like it's nothing, man. We're not supposed to be pushing, speaking English. That's part of a heathenistic trait that we have, and we're going to continue to carry until we out of this bitch. Right? That's just what it is. Right? Because English language is effeminate and soft any goddamn way, man. All right. It says, and shall know that I am the Lord their God. All right, their power. It says, for I will give them in heart, all right, and ears to hear. This is why we're able to go out there on the highways and on the hedges and do what we do. This is why we're able to sit here and do these lessons in these videos. All right, this is why we're able to go out here and conduct ourselves and deal with the bullshit of this world without bugging out, without getting out of control, because the Lord gives us that spirit, man. He gives us that spirit. He gives us that warrior spirit, that strong spirit. So every time we hear a woman run her mouth or whatever, we could just walk by. It's like, man, whatever. But if she get in my face, man, we know how to conduct ourselves, man. Right? You know you're not gonna be taking no bullshit. See, this is why we stand out. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Part of coming into this thing, if you're a man, part of coming into this thing, being an alpha male, right? It is being an alpha male. Remembering yourself is being an alpha male. You are going to have problems with women, and I'm just being straight up honest, right? Alpha males are going. I'm talking about actual alpha males are going to have problems with women, because they're not going to bow down to their every need, right? They're not going to put up with the bullshit, right? They're not going to be doing that, man, right? The woman yelling at you. These women so used to yelling and screaming without Jake saying anything, man. And it's like, are y'all going just let her talk to you like that? Now, if it comes in a situation and she's trying to, start shit with you in the store or whatever, you let her know, look, man, you don't have to yell back at her. I'm just saying, like, I mean, you raise your, if you raise your voice up at her, everybody look at you like you wrong. So let's say you do raise your voice up at her. It's like, look, you don't have to talk to me like that. Can you talk to me like I'm an actual person, right? And not a fucking dog of yours? Like, what the hell is wrong with you, right? Then that's when they start getting pissed off, when you start snapping back. See, this is what I'm talking about, man. If you're alpha male, you are definitely going to have problems with women, because you're not going to put up with the bullshit. You're not going to have your head down between your legs and shit, while this bitch is out, constantly whipping your back and bullshit and all that bullshit, man. You're not going to be putting up with that shit. Right? You won't have problems with other men. That's what it is. Right? It says, verse 32, it says, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity. Praising Yahawah, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. This is why we always say, call HALAL YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. You see it all the time in my descriptions. That's all I put in my descriptions, man. That's part of praising the Lord. All right, Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Call HALAL YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Call HALAL YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. In the land of our captivities, we're allowed to. We're the Lord is allowing us to say that, man. right? This is present day that I'm reading right now, man. This is present day. This is why I always say, me personally, you will not tell me otherwise that this Bible is not real. You will not tell me that. I will not believe you, and I will continue to fight and to prove to you that this Bible is real. If I really see fit that you are worth the time, really, because a lot of times Jake ain't worth the time when it comes to that. You know, a lot of times you just leave Jake alone, man. Don't even worry about it. Bible ain't real. All right, especially if you're out in the world, you at your workplace or whatever. You don't want to really get into it like that. You know, remember, be wise as serpents, harmless as doves, right? So you really don't want to get into it like that. All right, man. Whatever, man. You'll see. You'll see. That's all I tell him. Yeah, we'll see. In the time of Jacob's trouble, yeah, we'll see. Like, right? Even before then, man. Yeah, we'll see. Right? But you believe in slavery though. I don't understand. You believe in all these icons of old, then they're all in the Bible. I don't understand. And anyway, all right. It says, and think upon my name. There's not a day that doesn't go by where I don't think about Yahawah BAHASHAM. I'm talking about all of us, man. There's not a day that don't go by when we don't think about Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, man. Because we know that he guides our every step. All right. And this is going towards these so-called anti-Semitic speeches as well, because the Lord is really, really starting to break the silence of Israelites. He's starting to break the silence of Israelites, and it's starting with us, man. Right? And this is why Esau, Edom, they really already start rolling on us, because they know where we're the source of that, through the spirit of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Verse 33, it says, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. This is why this makes sense, that this is why and I did a video on I think something similar to this, where it talks about the only way, where they talk about the only way, the only way is forward, or something like that. That's not really I get what we get what you're saying, and that's not, I'm not trying to go like extra deep on that. I'm trying to be deep on that, but that really comes with balance. Now we will say that yeah, there's only a straightforward path, and you got to keep moving. But in order for you to keep moving, this is what we talked about that Jake yesterday. He's one of them that said, well, the only way is forward. We need to learn the conclusion. In order for you to learn a conclusion, you have to go back to the past. There's a reason why the past, present, and future is a thing. Right? There's a reason why this Bible is still here, for a reason. When they're talking about be wise as serpents, harmless as doves, that was a thing written in the past, but it applies to today. Right? So the past has everything to do with today as well as the future. Right? Israelites, second Ezra, I believe the 5th or 6th chapter, was talking about hell before the earth was created, before the wind was created, before the foundations of before anything was created. It was already sealed that Israelites were going to be the chosen, and that has everything to do with the future, even past today. That has everything to do with that. All right. So that whole teaching about the only way is forward and stuff like that, to a degree, but that's not really a good thing to be pushing out. You have to look back in the past real quick. That's why this said, for they shall remember the way of their fathers which sinned before the Lord. Why would we have to remember that? When we read through the scriptures, we have to remember that, because that's something that we don't want to do. We learn from that. You ever hear of learning from mistakes, right? If you only looking forward and forward only, how are you going to learn from your mistake? You know what I'm saying? That means learning from your mistakes is a thing, right? And everybody looks in the past for something. Everybody does it. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you are. Everybody does for something. You made a mistake before, you know not to do it again. You're not going to do it again, or try your best not to do it again, because it may happen again. But you try your best. All right. So we have to remember the sins of our forefathers. Remember, we was part of that too. Reincarnation. This is why we remember that stuff, man. Right? And this is what the Lord is pushing out there. See, what I'm speaking right now is what is considered anti-Semitic because we're the Israelites, right? What we're teaching is considered anti-Semitic. To tell our people to stop being uh dope heads, right? Stop being killers, stop being bitches, and stop being whores and stuff like that. That's looked at as hatred, right? That's looked at as hatred. That's looked at as anti-Semitic, right? Yet, somehow you can push out really the ones that claim that cry anti-Semitic are the anti-Semitic ones. I'll tell you how. Or Shemitic. Let me use the right word, Shemitic, and I'll tell you how. Right? The rap music, that's anti-Shemitic, right? You got a 6-year-old, in a mindset of killing his grandparents and parents. Is that not anti-Shemitic? So now his parents and grandparents gotta look at him like, damn, I gotta fear that is he gonna kill me in the future or what? Is he gonna try to kill me in my sleep? That's anti-Shemitic. When you talk about these rappers, yeah, I'm gonna blow your head off and cut your body parts off and shit like that. That's anti-Semitic, right? This is part of the Lord having you devils in the trick bag, man. Because you are the anti-Shemitic ones, man. Well, it's culture. We got into it with this devil lady yesterday, man. She like a straight witch. She like a straight witch. We asked her about Halloween and stuff like that. She said she wrote a kid's book of Halloween with the Statue of Liberty. That goddamn demon, half man, half woman. You know, that's that really is a Halloween story, and you wrote it for kids. Hey, Halloween is nothing to be looked. So that's a very Edomite thing to say, man. It's not serious. It's not this. It's not that. And we asked her about the Easter. You having me, when I was little, having me doing Easter egg hunts, having me believing that rabbits laid an egg. All right, which we know the whole story about the Easter and the Halloween and stuff. I'm not getting into that. That's not really the topic of the video. I'm going into, Esau Edom, man. Right? And she said, well, it's the way to keep the kids entertained. I'm like, man, this bitch is a devil. This bitch is a straight devil, right? And this is why the Lord is having us remember our ways and condemn that bullshit, man. We condemning that bullshit. All right, verse 34, it says, and I will bring them again into the land which I promised with an oath unto their fathers. All right. It says Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it, and it will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. The thing that's being taught to us right now, right? The thing that's being taught to us right now: go to school, go to college, get a job, a wife, child. That's it. But continue to live like this. Hell, even that's not really being pushed to us like that. The men are fucked up, men are no good, black men are dusties and stuff like that. We literally have nothing, man. We when it comes to our wives, we don't have no say over, our child, we don't have no say over her, right? We literally have nothing. So there's nothing good being taught to us, man. Wow. When you come into this thing, man, you wake up, to the truth, right? We're telling you that this is what you're going to be lords, right, of a land, man, right? You're going to have land, you're going to have possession, you want to have it all. This world don't teach you nothing like that, right? Just continue to live like this, and that's it. You were nothing great. You will never be anything great. You're just average citizen. And our own people will promote that as well. Nobody tells you, hey man, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be a lord, right? You're gonna be a lord. You're gonna have increase. You're gonna have something better than what you're living, man. You're just gonna continue. You know, this place teaches you. You're just gonna continue to have the same old problems over and over and over again. Everybody's complaining about something. Everybody's complaining about bills. Everybody's complaining about gas prices. Everybody's complaining about something, man. And they teach us that, yeah, this is just the living, right? This is just the way of living. This is just how we gonna be forever, right? They don't teach you that you are great people, as far as Israelites. They don't teach you nothing, man. From the beginning, from past, present, and future, they don't teach you anything, man. Right? Verse 35, it says, "And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their God, and they shall be to me, all right, like, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people of Israel out of the land that I have given them." That obviously can't be those small-headed cheap suits, right? That obviously can't be no small-headed cheap suits. That can't be, right? This doesn't even add up to them, right? So for them being crying anti-Semitic or whatever the hell they cry, man, none of that stuff adds up. Like I said, man, they can't even say the right word. They say Semitic. What the fuck is a Semitic? What the hell is that, man? Y'all full of shit, man. All you devils, man. Y'all full of shit. And y'all got a lot to pay for. There's nothing y'all could do, man. There's nothing y'all could do. What more you want to do? This is prophesied, man. You're not in control. You know, the Lord is the one that gave y'all the media. He gave you the control. He gave you the media. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. It's given into the hand of the wicked. That kills a lot of questions, man. Well, you know, it's the wickeds that it's the top ones on top that, you know, cause the, you know, this place to be messed up. Well, who gave it to them? Who gave it to them? You know, so anyway, man, you know, I'm giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Look, man, there's nothing you devils can do. All right, giving all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Shalom.